Welcome to Magic Dad. It's a keep.
All right, Charles here from the Magic Dad YouTube channel. Just an amateur player looking to get better, so I started recording my play on Arena and MTGO, posting it online to get feedback from friends, family, anyone who loves this game. So please leave me comments below. Let me know if I do anything wrong, if you would have done something differently, if I do something cool you've never seen before. Just looking to start conversations. Today we're going to jump into a premiere draft of Kaldheim. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we get. All right, pack one, pick one. Is our rare is Fira's Retribution, which I believe is a very good card. I will admit that I've had struggles in this format. I was killing it during Zendikar Rising, but not so much during this. So I've struggled in this set a little bit. So we're gonna see if we can turn that around today. Other cards that I see that are decent here are Feed Serpents, Mistwalker. I don't know. Is there anything else in this pack that you think is very good? Leave me comments down below. I think this is an easy pack one, pick one. But maybe there's something here that I'm missing. Oh, Demon Bolt. Yeah, Demon Bolt is also very good. Maybe Demon Bolt should just be taken over the 2-color spell. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the rare because I've never played with this, and I'm going to see if it's any good. Okay, so a Frostpire Arcanist, a Bloodsky Berserker, a Bloodsky Berserker, Fall of the Imposter. Let's see, a Recruiter, a Disciple, a land that does not help us, an Infernal Pet. There's not a lot going on here. Actually, like this land might be the best pick here. I don't see anything that just jumps out at me. It's either like the Sculptor of Winter, but I have no snowlands yet, so maybe I can get Sculptors later. Maybe an Infernal Pet, but I don't know if that's what I want to be doing either. So I'm actually going to take this black-green land to start. Oh, and an Avalanche color. Okay, well, third pick Avalanche color. I don't know what else would be in the pack to warrant not taking the Avalanche color, but I think that card is very good. So I'm going to take that, even if it does means we end up leaving Retribution. But yeah, that card's super good. Binding of the Old Gods. Destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Library for forests. Creature you control gain Death Touch. Yeah, I mean, I've even got some green-black fixing, and there isn't a whole lot of other stuff in this pack. I think this is the best pick right now. Okay, Ascent of the Worthy. Choose creature you control until your next turn. Damage that would be dealt to creatures you control. Does that creature said return creature? No, that doesn't seem that good. There's a Frostpeak Yeti, a Smashing Success, Hagi Mob. I don't like Raven Form. Duskwielder, no. Hagi Mob would probably get those. I'm just going to go with Shieldmate here, actually. Okay, Battle for Bretagard. Create a white token. Create an elf. Okay, maybe we're just going to go for the 5 colors. I would love to take the Battle for Bretagard, but here is a dual land that would give us green, white, and green, black, which then starts to allow us to play both of these. I do like the Battle for Bretagard, but I don't think it's the right thing to take right here. I think the land is. Okay, what do we got here? This is, I don't believe, any good. I think a lot of people have decided that this is not good, and I've played with it once, and it wasn't very good. A Way Down, I think, is the easy pick here. It's removal. Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest thing. A Priest of the Haunted Edge, I think, is an easy pick here. Looks like black maybe is open, and maybe some black snow shenanigans. We're not sure yet about the Avalanche color. 3 Seasons, I don't think we want that. I think I'm going to take the land here. and just jump on that. We don't have any red yet, but again, this could end up being a 5-color deck, so I'm gonna hedge on all the duels that I can. And here we have a Story Seeker, a Recruiter, an Infernal Pet. I don't know what is good. I don't know what's good here. Maybe the Recruiter. Return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand if you can boast it. Okay, here a Death Knell Berserker, a Raise the Draugr. I guess I'm going to take the Death Knell Berserker. I think there's a better chance I'm in black right now with a Recruiter, a Berserker, black in both of these sagas, and a Way Down. Priest. All right. Here we got an Elvish Warmonger. Whenever one or more elves enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 elf token. Man, now I kind of wish I'd taken that other thing. Ravager's fantastic. I've never played with War Master. We could start targeting elves. I don't think I have any elves right now. Oh, Elf Berserker. Yes, I do. Okay. Zombie Cleric. So we could take this Elf War Master and then just see what happens. The other things I'm passing up again is Demon Bolt, Sculptor of Winter, Bergstrider, Doomscourge, Ravager. Okay, we have another Priest, the Blood Sky, Berserker. That would have been the second one if I wanted to go the two spells. Would have been great. So Priest or another Berserker to go with. Maybe I'm ditching the snow and trying to go elves. There's also a Sculptor. Actually, maybe Sculptor is the better. Yeah, that's what it is. Of the snow payoffs, I want to get a Sculptor Winter, which also triggers my War Master. And then maybe we can get Priest on the wheel or a Death Knell Berserker on the wheel. That was the right pick. Okay, Blizzard Brawl. So I'm really torn because I kind of want this Blizzard Brawl, but I also kind of want this Woodland Chasm. There's a Lindworm. There's Finn. I don't think there is an Elf Cleric here, but that would come back. Berserker. There's a couple of elves here that maybe we could wheel around. Plus there's a Shapeshifter. Part of me just wants the Snowlands. It's kind of crazy, but I think that's the right choice. I don't think I can play In Search of Greatness. That feels like more of a constructed card. Maybe a Masked Vandal to trigger the War Master. Also is some decent removal for artifacts and enchantments. And obviously there are some sagas going around. So I think that is the pick here. Black, white. There's a Sinkhole. Ooh, a Feed the Serpent. I don't really have any removal yet. It's not the best removal in the set, but it's good. And I think I have to take that over the Sinkhole, although I really want the Sinkhole too. Behold the Multiverse. Do I have any blue other than... I don't have any blue. A Dogged Pursuit. I don't think I want Dogged Pursuit in this. I'll take the Rune of Sustenance. I don't know what the right card is here, but I'm torn between that. Behold the Multiverse. I'm actually just going to take the Snow-Covered Swamp here. I'm definitely going to want swamps. Everything else here I think is replaceable. Same thing on this pack. The only thing I'd consider maybe taking over it is the Masked Vandal. But yeah, it's on color. I'm going to be running probably the most swamps. So Skull Raid. Axguard Braggart. I only have 9 creatures right now. I'm probably just going to take the Braggart. I might end up cutting it, but I think at this point it's the right pick. Return upon the tide. Yeah, I mean, that goes well with War Master, although there is the Berserker there, and the Priest of the Haunted Edge came back around. Ooh, those are tough. I think I'm going to go with this return. There we go. There's an elf. Maybe we're cutting the green. I don't know. Let's see what we get here. Raise the Dreadmarn. Create X 2/2 zombie berserker tokens where X is the number of non-creature tokens that died this turn. No, I don't think that's a thing. Legendary human warrior. We can't really. Can we play that? Double? I don't know. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 whenever a land enters the battlefield. Create. I mean, it's not terrible. We could try. I think our mana base might be terrible. Could try to make that work. Make kind of like a tokens deck between the War Master and the Rise Upon the Tide. There's a black-green land that fits right into our deck. What are we passing on? The Angel Wizard. Arnie slays the Troll. So yeah, so at this point, I think we're not playing Avalanche Caller. I don't think we need this Mire yet. I don't know if we're playing it for one side yet, but this is a green, black, and we're going to be like kind of a green, white, black Abzhan type build. There was an Alpha Rogue here. I don't think it's a very good one though. Green, blue, that does not help us. So I think our choices here are either like Death Knell Berserker, Masked Vandal. Oh, there's a second Protector. That's interesting. It's legendary, so how good is the second copy? But it does increase our chances of playing it and then pumping our other stuff. So let's take it and see. I think this is a hot mess. I don't think we're very good here. Elven Bow. There's a battlefield maybe 2. If you do, create. That seems really good. Elven Bow. There's a Lindworm and a Mass Vandal that we're passing. I don't think we want the Glittering Frost at this point. There's a Shapeshifter, Guardian Gladewalker. Yeah, that seems really good. Doom Scourge, I don't think we didn't want it earlier. I don't think we want it now. Village Rites might be a thing. But I think I'm going to take the Gladewalker. There's another one. Ascent of the Worthy. We didn't want it last time. We don't want it now. A lot of blue spell. A blue seemed to open, maybe? Or it's just bad, but there's some Behold the Multiverse. Snow-Covered Island. Yeah, maybe we were in the wrong deck. King Harold's Revenge. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+1. Gains trample. Must be blocked. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I mean, I might have to take it because I don't know that there's anything else here that's what we want. I mean, maybe the Dwarf Warrior. Yeah, I'll take the Tapper. We'll see what happens. Another Way Down. That's not terrible. Let's see. There's Dogger Pursuit. There's an Elf Cleric at the 3-drop. We'll take that. All right, we're all kind of in on these elves. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Iron Verdict. We'll take the Iron Verdict. All right, I think this is our deck. So for removal, we've got 2 Way Downs. We have a Feed the Serpent, and we have a Priest of the Haunted Edge with 6 snow sources. We are running a Sulphurous Mirror as a swamp just to get the extra snow land. It may hurt us coming in as a tap land, but we'll see. But we are Abzhan, 3 colors. We're going to see if we can make this work. The double white's a little rough. We have Arctic Tree Line and 3 plains, which is probably not enough for double white, but we don't need double white until turns like 5, 6, 7. So, and we do have, with the Arctic Tree Line, we do have the Sculptor of Winter, which could untap it. So we'll see if this works, but a little sketchy with the double white for Retribution and the Protector. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of elves. Let me click on here. We have 5 elves with 3 shapeshifters, so that's decent. Yeah, that's the plan. We're just gonna try to create a bunch of tokens and see if it works. Okay, so I think we're okay with this. We don't have any white sources, and we do have the shield mate and the verdict, but we do have the ability to cast the Glade Walker, and hopefully we draw into some more lands. So I'm gonna keep it. All right, we did draw a land. I still think I just play the Glade Walker now. And we have a 2/2 on the board. And we're going to have to discard something. I think we discard the shield mate because we don't have any white. And when we draw the white later, the verdict might be useful. The other option we could do right now is we could now weigh down that, but I'm just going to attack and see if they block first. We probably want to save weigh downs for a little bit bigger of a threat, but putting the shield mate in the graveyard is actually pretty decent for us, so that we can use the weigh downs. I'll just foretell this, and then we'll end our turn. Another disciple. Well, that's a disappointment. Let's go ahead and discard the recruiter. Now we can use both weigh downs. There's a 4th land too that would have allowed us to play the recruiter. Let's target one of these disciples. And then we'll get in for 2. I did not want to trade my Glade Walker for 2 disciples when I have no creatures in hand. So we're just going to end our turn. We'll take 1. Okay, so we can do this. All right, and then we'll play our Glade Walker, make it 3/3. And then I will trade this Glade Walker for the Disciple. Okay, they've foretold something. Yeah, okay, this is where it gets awkward. We kind of made our own bed with the mana fixing, and then on top of it, we didn't draw lands. So that's an issue. Ouch. So yeah, we need to draw our lands now, or we are going to be in trouble. Okay, they got a 4/4. There's that War Master, but I kind of don't want to play it. Until I have something to get value off of right away. So we are way behind right now. If I could draw a white source, we do have the Iron Verdict. All right, this is absurd. That is super frustrating. We're not drawing lands, and then we get our hand torn apart with 4 discards. So this is when Magic is not fun. Yep. All right, well that's good. So now we can Iron Verdict this. And let's attack in. Right now they're slightly ahead of the race, but we got to hope that we're just going to draw into some business and be able to cast it as well. Okay, there's the priest. Play that. Fortunately, we only have 1 snow source right now. 1 of our 6. Not surprising though, since we're so far behind on lands. We've missed multiple land drops. I guess we're technically only 1 behind them, but we are multiple turns behind them. They were 2 lands ahead of us at one point. Okay, there's a Faithful. I'm just going to go ahead and offer the trade again on the Cavalry, see if they want to take. Now that they can't attack in with it and race, they said sure. Now we're going to get our lifelinker. It's going to be hard to race a lifelinker. Okay, that's good. They did not. We'll see if they have No removal, and we're ahead now. Okay, now they have... Alright, there's that. So now we can do this and get rid of that. And we can attack. Alright. 15-3. We are on pace. Don't want to get too excited here. Yep, they stole it and they're going to gain now. Okay. Second white source. We can cast everything in our deck now. 15-3. It was kind of like a time walk is what they did before. This was basically time walk, Shackles of Treachery. Okay, a 5-4. What can we do here? Elven Bow. I guess we do this and we pay and create the 1-1. So we have a 2-3 and a 3-1, but we can't attack. They could attack with the Hagi Mob, right? And they could deal 1 damage to the Coma's Faithful, which they're going to do. They're just going to have to have... They're going to have something on the second main phase here to stop me from getting in with the Elven Bow. Ooh, the binding would have been good. Ooh, that seems good. Yeah, let's cast that. Return target creature card from your graveyard. Yes. We get the War Master, right? It's an elf, and then it'll create some elves. Seems good. Attack them down to 1. And they have to have some kind of sweeper at this point. We have 5 creatures. There we go. We got there in round 1. All right, so our janky, crazy 3-color deck got there, but it was looking pretty sketchy there when we had our hand ripped apart with 4 disruption spells, where we had to discard 2 cards, the last 2 cards in our hands, and that really hurt. But let's go to round 2. All right, round 2. Let's see how awkward this keep is. 2 lands, which is kind of rough. That said, we do have a Duskwielder and a Berserker that we can play, and then possibly a Faithful. We could go 1, 2, 3. That's a pretty tempting feat there, and we do have our dual land so that we can go black-green, and then we just need to draw into some white. So let's try it. This is kind of like a mulligan to 6 with the Protector in our hand. But we can always discard it if someone tries to disrupt us. So I'm going to do this and play the Duskwielder. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, I hope. Oh, well, that's awkward. So now the question is do I want to play the tap land and boast? Or play the champion? Let's attack and see if they kill the Duskwielder. That's what I thought they were going to do. Since they used their Frostbite, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to play the tap land now. So if they had let the 1 damage go through, what I would have done was boasted, gain the 1 life, and they lose the 1 life. And then from there, I would have played my tap land. Since they're going to use their Frostbite now, that means what I want to do is play this and play the Berserker and hope that they don't have another removal spell. Means we might not get to play Faithful on turn 3, but we'll see. Oh, looks like we will get to play Faithful on turn 3. Let's see if they want to trade Cavalry for Berserker. They do not. So let's go ahead and play this and play the Faithful. So we want to just draw planes at this point. Some kind of white source. So hopefully eventually we can get this Protector out. I do wish I had a way to tutor up a basic land. One of those Snow Bears or a World Tree, something like that. I don't know what they want to do here. Okay, so they decided not to... attack. I'm going to play my tap land because it's the only land I have. Unfortunately, I can't play the Gold Maw Champion. And I have to wait a turn on Recruiter. So the question is, I think I just go ahead and attack because everything trades. And I don't mind being milled by Coma's Faithful because I have 2 spells that return things from the graveyard. So I will go ahead here and I will offer up trades on all of this, knowing that I will gain 3 life. And then next turn I will have the Recruiter, which then allows me to even get back some of these things. Oh, the Plains is rough, though. I did not want to see a Plains go into the graveyard. The bow, I don't mind. Cravenhawk, you can't block alone. There's another land, the Recruiter. So yeah, that Cravenhawk's going to be aggressive in attack, I would assume. It's going to be a flying 4/4. Okay, they're going to bind the monster. Okay, so we really need to draw something good here. I mean, that's removal. I guess we just do that. Stop the bleeding. Not quite a 2-for-1 because Rune drew them a card when it entered the battlefield. Oof, that Plains, if that Plains had hit, having this champion out would have been awesome. Come on. Okay, there we go. There's a champion. One more Plains. We do have the Shapeshifter that destroys enchantments, so it's possible we'll get our Recruiter back at some point. Okay. No blocks at this point. I'll take the 5. It's pretty close race. There's our second white source. But it's tapped, so I guess we're just gonna attack, boast. I mean, we're not gonna race 7-on-2, but I know next turn I'm going to play the Protector, and I'm hopeful that I also draw a land. I did not, but that's interesting. Unfortunately, I can't play both. So maybe... Am I supposed to just play this and destroy the hammer? Maybe? No attacks. And then next turn, I get to search for a forest and play the Protector. Oh, squash. That's not good. Well, yeah, that was a rough game. I don't know if I could have played that better. I thought we had a shot once it drew the second white source, but maybe I was supposed to just play the Protector right away and not worry about the Binding of the Gods until after the Protector was out. Let's go to round 3. Okay, here we go. We have 3 colors this time, which is great. We do not have a very good early drop, but we can foretell, and we eventually get a Recruiter. I'm going to keep it. Hopefully we draw we have a lot of early creatures and things to do, so I'm going to keep this. I think I'll just play the forest and say go. I'm going to wait on this in case we draw a swamp, and then later on I might need to choose whether I need double black or double green. So I think I just foretell these cards. Let's foretell this, because I'm probably more likely to use that first. And then we'll foretell the Return Upon the Tides as well. Next turn. Okay, so we did not draw a card, so I'm going to choose the black so that we have all 3 colors. We have Abzhan now. I'm going to hold off. I'm actually going to foretell this and hope that maybe we draw the War Master before we play that Guardian. Hopefully we draw a land next turn so that we can play the Recruiter. I assume they have a Behold the Multiverse or something like that in the foretells. Okay. So Arctic Tree Line, interesting. So we have double white already, which is great. Unfortunately, we can't play a 4-drop right now. We do have Binding the Old Gods already, Recruiter. We can't play Way Down until we trade a creature. So I think what I can do, though, is I can play this Guardian and keep up the Iron Verdict. So if they attack with the God, I can just Iron Verdict it. They're going to, unless they exile Kozma. I mean, they could just exile it and then bring it back later. Okay, yeah, if they want to do that, that's fine. Okay, there's an Ice Hide Troll. I should probably just play Binding of the Gods and get my 5th land while Ice Hide Troll can't be made indestructible. That is rude. That does allow us to Way Down, though. Let's do this. And then we'll do this. And we'll actually have our 6th land. So I think we can cast pretty much everything in our deck right now. Giant's Amulet. They have a 4/5 Hexproofer. Well, that's going to be interesting. Looks like we have to get a tapped forest, which is fine. I can play... I think I'm going to play the 3/3. And then next turn, I think I can actually play the bow and get back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, next turn I can play the bow. Oh, I'm 1 short actually of playing the bow, getting the elf, and getting back Guardian Gladewalker. So we'll see. But I could get back Guardian Gladewalker and play Guardian Gladewalker. So they're gonna bind the monster that again. Everybody loves to bind the monster that thing. Okay, so are they going to be greedy with Kozma or bring it back? Okay. Oh, this has... I can Iron Verdict this? It's only hexproof when it's untapped? That's great. I didn't realize that. I thought the amulet just gave the hexproof. But they'll probably just put the amulet. Yeah, now they have another 5 toughness creature. Okay, so now let's see here. I have Alvin Bow. Pay the 2. I only have the 1 creature. It is an elf. So I would get the 2 extra elves. So I could do that right now. Seems decent. And then maybe make this a 3/4 with reach. Oh boy. That's not good. Sure wish I had a Broken Wings. There's a 5/7. This game is not going so great. Yikes. Way Down does nothing for these. Man, I really wish we had our War Master or the Protector. Nothing I can really do but play my creatures out and then just pass the turn. And that 3/7 hexproof is pretty rough. Yeah, and they're just going to draw into more cards. Seems really good. I like what my deck is doing. It's the first time I've tried this strategy. Like, look how wide I am already, which is what I wanted to do. But it's really dependent on drawing the protector, drawing like retribution, things like that. And I've not drawn those in times that I could cast them. So, yeah, and here's more lands. So I've got all the lands that I could possibly need. I have a way down that I can't cast. I'm just going to keep taking a beating, I guess. Just this hexproof flyer just going to keep getting to me. No blocks. Yeah, and they could be pumping that, and I don't know why they're not. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, my goodness. All the lands. Ridiculous. Well, it looks like we just lose on this. I needed to draw some kind of action. Like a feed would have been really good. Feed the serpent, but get rid of this flyer over here. Oh my god. We are just getting hammered, and we keep drawing lands. There's nothing I can really do about it. This is kind of how this set has gone. Like, I draft the deck, feel pretty good about it. I win the first one or two matches, and then just these decks start rolling in that hammer me, and this happens all the time. Like the first game, I got stuck on 4 lands, and now I have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. Like, why? Like, why is it? It doesn't make it's the exact same deck, and I understand variance, but it's pretty frustrating to feel like I have a deck full of decent cards and just draw 10 lands, and then other times have a decent card in my hand and can't draw any lands. So it is what it is. We lost this round. Let's go to the next one and see if we can save this draft. Okay, we are 1-2 and trying to salvage this, and just the unbelievably 3 lands that that hurts. I don't know if this is a keep or not, honestly. We can play the Dusk Wielder. And we just need to, if we drew a forest, it's great. If we don't, though, it's going to be real awkward. Man, this is such a bummer. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I think I'm supposed to mulligan. It feels real bad. Man, 1 green and I can play at War Master into Vandal. I just don't think it's right, though. Plain Swamp, way down, Haunted Priest, Elven Bow, Gladewalker. Ouch. Alright, well, it's not much better, but at least we have some stuff we can play, so I'm going to keep this. Probably put the bow in the back. Do this. We can play the priest right away. There we go. There's a 3-drop that we can play. We just need to draw our green sources. They're going to foretell a card. So then we'll just play the Faithful. Next, no attacks. Yeah, so next turn, if we do not draw a green source, we can just foretell the Return Upon the Tide. If we draw a green source that's untapped, actually, we can play Guardian and... it's a tapped green source. Okay, but that's decent. See what they have. Verdict? Is that a verdict? It's a good chance that's a verdict. 1 white open, 2 foretold cards. Do they want to... yeah, the Iron Verdict that? Sure. And they just milled 3 lands. Wow. Okay. That was crazy. The swamps we didn't need. We had 2 swamps already. Technically, we don't even need the forest. An Infernal Pet. Okay, so I can way down the Infernal Pet before it grows. Then I can play this. Put a +1 counter on it, and that'll block the Dusk Wielder. No attacks. We just want to draw creatures. We're going to need another Plains at some point to be able to cast Retribution or Protector if we draw it. But they're going to Bounding Gold the Priest. Okay. Interesting. I had 2 Snowlands. I guess, they didn't want their Valkyrie to die. So we need a creature in the graveyard. So if I go like this, they are probably not. Yeah, I was going to say they're not going to. Don't have a creature in my graveyard to use the Vandal, which is awkward. Both Return Upon the Tide and Vandal. They're going to poison the cup. Well, now I do. That'll kill. I'll be able to kill their Valkyrie now. There's a Braggart. Okay, so we play this, and we will get rid of that. And then we do this, kill the Valkyrie. And now we just have to wait. The Braggart is probably going to do its thing. I'll block the Dusk Wielder. If that one card in their hand is a trick, so be it. I'll be able to feed Serpent the Braggart now. And there's another land. Nothing I can do but block. Alright, I have to block the Dusk Wielder because they can boast. I'm going to take 3 here. Drawing the Protector would be super nice. Come on, more lands. Unbelievable. Holy cow, this is crazy. I guess I can bring back the Priest just to stop the bleeding, but that is just so crappy. Oh, it's so frustrating. This seems suspicious. Okay, there's a Dusk Wielder. Doesn't do me a whole lot. We're at a standstill now, so now I just need to draw one of my bomb cards. Retribution, Protector. Yeah, at this point... Another land. Unbelievable. Oh. No attacks. This is just brutal. Jeez. They had 2 more creatures in their hand. I can't draw 1 creature. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Second game in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lands. Unbelievable. Draw 10 out of 16 lands. It's brutal. Yeah. I don't get it. This set has just, I'm dumbfounded. I don't know how to win in Kaldheim. I don't know what I can do. This is how a lot of my drafts have gone. prior to Kaldheim, I rarely had a draft where I would not get at least 3 wins. In Kaldheim, I am getting my butt kicked severely. You've seen it. I don't think my deck was that bad. We're running 16 lands, and yet we flood with 10 of them in the last 2 games. Never got to cast a Protector. Only got to cast a War Master once. Never drew the Retribution. And multiple times I was able to go wide with lots of tokens and creatures, but then just couldn't get a payoff. And to be fair, I didn't have the white +2/+1 spell, which I probably should have looked for. Things like that. This is the first time I drafted this strategy. I've never drafted an Abzhan deck, and I've never drafted the go wide deck. So maybe it's just not that good. And this deck, this draft isn't, a good representation of Kaldheim, but it doesn't matter. I've drafted 3-color snow, 5-color snow, mono red, basically mono red, splashing black or splashing white. I've drafted so many different archetypes, and I just can't seem to figure out this format. But I will keep trying, I swear. So thanks for watching. If you saw something that I could have done different, either in the draft portion or during gameplay, please leave comments below. If I did something that you had not thought of before, let me know. But yeah, let me know how you have been doing in Kaldheim and what you see in this set. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.